how you feel about all of this, Jerry?
No, I think what's happening in Cambodia is an absolute crime. It is it's a human rights violation. If you take a look at the attack of the garment workers across the world, including Bangladesh, this has to stop. I mean, when workers in 2014 are making $80 a month and working for some of the largest, richest multinational corporations in the world, it's an absolute disgrace. I mean, when Walmart, the multinationals in the world, are buying these different factories, you would think as a minimum they would say that the workers should at least be able to have a reasonable standard of living. So I'm here today to fight on behalf of the workers.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Thank you for your support.
Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you.
You know, those multinationals will take the jobs to any.
Okay.
My name is John Cartwright. I'm the president of the Toronto and York Region Labour Council. Our council represents 200,000 workers in Toronto. We speak out for human rights and workers' rights no matter where injustice happens in this world, and right now it's happening in Cambodia and Bangladesh. That's why the Labour Movement in Toronto is here today. We've co-sponsored this rally. We paid for the insurance to allow the rally to take place here so that all of us together could raise our voices. This is a city of immigrants and refugees. They've all come from somewhere else. And we know we have to speak up for justice in the rest of the world, or we will have no justice in Toronto.
So you come today to support our worker for $160 wages?
We came to speak out against the repression the Cambodian government is inflicting on workers who are simply trying to have a living wage. We're saying to that government, you have no right to kill or brutalize workers. And we're saying to the multinational companies, you have no right to exploit those workers. This has to end. Human rights and injustice has to go.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much.
We're gonna start.
I think that you're definitely right. I mean, $160 of wages is something that everybody should deserve to live a decent life. And I don't think that if you go for a strike, you should have people or the police shooting on the people striking, because I think it's a universal right.
This thing that's going on in Cambodia right now is garbage. It should stop right now. Hun Sen's a criminal. Please do something right now, Canadian government. Please send Stephen Harper over there. Please let him work out something. Please stop the killing of innocent people. I beg of you.
Thank you.
Would like to welcome and thanks everyone being here despite cold weather. But I believe we are not bold. We are boiling hot because of the injustice of our brother and sister back home. Thanks politicians, the labor organization, the communities, and our Cambodian, Canadian communities all over Ontario, Quebec, as far as London, all Quebec, Ottawa, Miss Amara, Kitchener, West Hero, thank you. The purpose of our rally today are to raise the awareness of the brutal killing of the government worker in Cambodia and immediately to release the 23 innocent detainees for our brothers and sisters and send a message to the apparel and the shoes retailer that are sourcing from Cambodia. On January 2nd and 3rd, 2014, the combined force of military special bodyguard unit, the police, parish unit, 9/11 fired on a peaceful striking workers who demand for a minimum wage of $160 a month so that they can afford their essential needs. At least 4 killed at the spot, a few died the injuries. 23 brutally beaten and arrested. They have been detained in the military near the border of the Cambodia and Vietnam, and they denied it. One of them is the union leader, one about demand for his release now. Over 40 others in the attack, some are still missing, and about 13 rank and file of the union, trade unionists, been terminated. This is injustice. Workers' right, a human right. Doesn't matter the color, the shape, the size of the worker. Their right, their right ought to be respected. And this message also goes retail workers, the retail shoes company apparel, that you cannot just say send a message to the government. I see from Bangladesh, the workers crumbled to death. In Cambodia, the government used forces, killed the workers, and we want you to send a message clearly to the government of these countries to respect the people, respect the workers, respect the workers' right. Workers, like I said, workers' right, a human right. Thank you. Now I would like the ritual, the religious ritual. Thank you. បងប្អូនយើងនៅក្នុងស្រុកនៃកម្ពុជាយើងបងប្អូនអរគ្នានៅទីនេះថ្ងៃនេះទៀតសតគាត់យើងបានអញ្ជើញទីចិត្តទីឆ្ងាយសែងបានបងអើផងចូលរួមនៅទីនេះជ័យយោតែរួមរួមជ័យយោតែសាមគ្គីអាត្មាភាពសូមអរតនាព្រះរាជគុណគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គដែល ដាបាំងស្គលជូនទៅដល់បងប្អូនយើងនៅក្នុងស្រុកពិសេសកម្មករដែលទៅរដ្ឋាភិបាលហ៊ុនសែនយុទ្ធធរហើយនឹងសូមជូនពរឲ្យបងប្អូនយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាបានមកអញ្ជើញមកពីទីជិតទីឆ្ងាយតែបងប្អូនមកពីខាងម៉ុងត្រអាល់មកពីខាងលន់ដនមកពីខាងសង្កាត់ត្រេមកពីខាងញូម៉ាកេមកពីគ្រប់ទិសទីទាំងអស់ផ្សេងគឺជនជាតិកាណាដាដែលមានឆន្ទៈមានទឹកចិត្តមកជួយគ្រប់គ្រងនៅក្នុងឱកាសនេះទាំងសូមជូនពរញាតិញោមទាំងអស់គ្នាយើងស្មឹងស្មាតហើយនឹងជូនពរឲ្យបងប្អូនយើងដែលត្រូវបានស្លាប់កន្លងហើយដោយអយុត្តិធម៌សូមញាតិញោមទាំងអស់គ្នាបើសិនជាអាចបានញាតិញោមសូមញាតិញោមមកថាលើកដៃទាំងអស់គ្នាนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะเตปานัยนัง
Today is our honor to have the support from politicians, labor organization, other organization and community. I would like to introduce to our speaker from Unifor. Please welcome Jerry Dianas, the president of Unifor.
Brothers and sisters, I stand here on behalf of the 300,000 members that form Unifor to tell you that your struggle is our struggle. Brothers and sisters, it may be cold outside, but the trade union movement globally must be boiling. Because the reality is there's only one way. There's only one way to win justice. And that's when workers from around the world unite to fight against this type of atrocity. We live in a world today that is turned upside down. And it is up to the working class to turn it right side up. We need to take control of our lives. And we need to do that by being aggressive. The facts are, we can't live in a world where 8 workers are killed and workers are arrested and jailed for fighting to earn a living. We can't have workers in 2014 making $80 a month that work 80 hours a week. We have corporations like Walmart, Lululemon, some of the richest corporations in the world that are exploiting these workers. It was bad enough months ago. It was a crime months ago when over 1,000 workers in Bangladesh were killed working in the garment industry. And here we are months later, faced with workers being killed in Cambodia. Brothers and sisters, this is a crime not only against garment workers, but it's a crime against workers across the world. And our governments aren't doing a damn thing about it. I sit here. When the workers were killed in Bangladesh, did we hear anything from our federal government? Did you hear them scream? The answer is no, we didn't hear a damn thing.
Shame!
And here we are, faced with workers being killed and the politicians say nothing again. Brothers and sisters, we're talking about Cambodia, but take a look at what's happening in our great city. I see young people on the streets sleeping, homeless people, in a nation that is supposed to be so rich as Canada. We need to take back our country. We need to speak out. Brothers and sisters, this fight for justice in Cambodia will be won when the global trade union movement forces the corporations to live up to their responsibilities. So we say today to the Walmarts, the Lululemons, the corporations, come step up to the pipe, pay people what they deserve, make sure the owners of the garment companies treat the workers with respect. And I say this to Stephen Harper. Better get on the phone. You better contact the head and the leaders of Cambodia. You better start sending letters. You better start to lead, because the tragedies in Cambodia are something that you can play a role in fixing it. So get out there and speak on behalf of these workers.
Justice in Cambodia now! Justice in Cambodia now!
Brothers and sisters, those workers who are in prison today, the union leaders that are in prison today, we must have action to have them released.
We need it! Release them! Release the 23 worker!
Make sure you do the responsible thing. Stand up for those workers in Cambodia. Stand up for the wishes of working people in Canada that are demanding their release. Brothers and sisters, we can do this. We have to put the pressure on them. Let's stick together and get it done.
Yes! Yeah! We stick together!
Yes,
We what?
On behalf of Unifor, I'd like to present a check for the leadership that you have shown in working and pushing for justice for these workers in Cambodia. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yay!
Thank you, Jerry Lyons.
Jerry!
ចាបងប្អូនទាំងអស់ដឹងស្រាប់ហើយគាត់ជា President of Unifor មិនត្រឹមតែគាត់បានជួយយើងសពយ៉ាងទេគាត់មានទាំងថវិកាមកទៀតផងចាដូច្នេះសូមហៅមួយខ្លាំងៗមក And also on behalf of former PMP worker, PMP was a non-unionized workplace. We would like to thank Unifor, formerly CAW and CEP, and all labor organizations, other organizations, and the other community that helped us during PMP closure in July 2008. They're always there for workers, as you can see. They are here in solidarity with our brother and sister struggle, even overseas, even in Cambodia.
Yay!
Thank you, Unifor.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Unifor.
all the labor movement in Canada. Thank you for all your help.
Thank you! Thank you for support!
ចាឥឡូវនេះគឺយើងមានអ្នកតំណាងឲ្យយើងថត
Toronto York Region Labour Council, Mr. John Cartwright, please welcome. Welcome, John Cartwright.
Hey, sisters and brothers, my name is John Cartwright. I'm the president of the Toronto and York Region Labour Council. It represents 200,000 women and men that work in every sector of our economy here in Toronto. And I'm pleased to be standing with you. Our Labour Council co-sponsored this event so we could get this square. We had to put our name on the application for this square. Sisters and brothers, this is a city of immigrants and refugees. We've come from all around the world, and that's why it's so right that the labour movement in Toronto speaks out in support of the struggle of workers in Cambodia. Just a mile west of here on Spadina Avenue used to be a bustling garment industry. Tens of thousands of workers making clothes for over 100 years. Jewish garment workers, Italian, Portuguese, Chinese, generation after generation of immigrants. Yes, they were exploited, but they managed to stand up for their rights and raise standards. But the global corporations have stolen those jobs from Spadina Avenue, and they've taken them to one place after another where workers are exploited and being paid less and less and less. We saw the terrible tragedy in Bangladesh where over 1,000 workers killed in the Rana collapse. Before that, over 100 women burnt to death in Ramzan Plaza. That's the reality of the relationship between these global corporations and workers today. And when the workers in Cambodia had the courage and the fortitude to stand up and say they demand a living wage, they're struck down by a dictatorship, a government that doesn't care about working people or its own citizens. We think it's so important to speak out in solidarity. The future of our world, if we think about it, rests on us defending the human rights of every woman and man in our world. Because there are powerful corporations that are willing to drive us down. that are willing to take away jobs, that are willing to exploit and bring in bullets and guns to keep people from having justice. My sisters and brothers, thank you so much for being out here on this cold day. Thank you for all the courage you've shown as a leader of PMP workers, as a leader in the Cambodian community. I salute my sisters and brothers in the Cambodian Canadian community. We are all one. Our future is together. Solidarity.
Solidarity for workers. Justice in Cambodia now. Việt Nam đã xâm lăng các bạn ơi.
Hun Sen.
Trên Việt Nam xâm lăng chưa bị chia.
Hun Sen.
Anh như thơ mới cầm bay ở Hun Sen cho tranh Việt Nam. Ơi cho tranh tên.
Cho tranh tên.
សូមអរគុណដូច្នេះនាងខ្ញុំក៏សូមអញ្ជើញលោកគឹមហ៊ុនចាដែលជាចាប់ហ៊ុនចាសូមអញ្ជើញតែចាដើម្បីបញ្ចេញមតិខ្លះចាសូមស្វាគមន៍ដល់
Thank you, brother and sister, that we here today. You know what the purpose are meant for our brothers, worker in Cambodia, our nation, paid, beat, and killed by law authority, the Hun Sen. We now here demand to the world, also to all level of governments, including world community and leader, to make sure the criminal doesn't get away. And this happened killing the second Pol Pot regime that's not existing or birth again in Cambodia. I thank you all to unions that heard how he feeling joined with us to help our brother and sister back home, and also have many city council, York region, our community from Montreal, Quebec, Ottawa, and across Ontario. This message must be heard. And also, I also appeal corporation that connects work in Cambodia to make sure this large corporation not profit from our blood, killing to make a living. We are the citizens living in this country. We are Canadian Cambodian. We appeal to you to stop. Make sure your profit do not suck blood of innocent people in Cambodia. And I have message to our side, also to Hun Sen Prime Minister, the killing field regime. You must know it's time still you to get out.
Get out now! Get out now!
And
Get out now!
I urge brother and sister must continue to demonstrate in peaceful. We will win. United we will win.
We
I
will
thank you
win!
all.
We will win! We will win!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Hun Sen
All
dead!
my relations.
What do we want?
Cho tranh tên!
ចាសូមអរគុណ
ខ្ញុំចង់បញ្ជាក់ទៀតថា check លុយដែលថាវិការដែល Unifor President Unifor គាត់បកគលឲ្យខ្ញុំមិញនេះលុយទាំងអស់នេះនឹងទៅស្រុកខ្មែរជួយដល់បងប្អូនកម្មករដែលរងគ្រោះបាទនឹងទៅដល់បងប្អូន The funding that I received from the President of Unifor, the fund will go to the victims in Cambodia.
ខ្សែដែលមាននេះគឺចំនួន$3,000 ចាហើយខ្ញុំក៏ចង់បញ្ជាក់ប្រាប់បងប្អូនទៀតដែរថាការដែលយើងមាន support ពីខាង Labor Movement Labor Organization ប្រចាំប្រទេសកាណាដានេះគឺថាគាត់បានជួលកន្លែងឲ្យយើងគាត់បានរៀបចំរថការច្បាប់សពបែបយ៉ាងទាំងអស់ជូនមកដល់យើងដូចថាគាត់ជួយគ្រប់គ្រងយ៉ាងខ្លាំងនៅទង្វើដែលពួកផ្ដាច់ការហ៊ុនសែនធ្វើហ្នឹងគឺថាគាត់នឹងជួយយើងសពបែបយ៉ាងទាំងអស់នៅថ្ងៃខាងមុខតទៅទៀតដូច្នេះសូមឲ្យបងប្អូនទាំងអស់ខំតស៊ូនិងរួមគ្នាឡើងចាក្រៅប្រទេសចា